They didn't leave bruises. They didn't yell. They didn't hit. They smiled while breaking me. And that's why it took me years to realize I was even hurt. I kept telling myself, if there are no marks, there is no damage. But I was wrong, because the damage wasn't on my skin. It was in my beliefs, in my thinking, in my self-worth. They never told me I was worthless. They just made me feel like I had to earn love. They never said I was a burden. They just made me feel like my needs were too much. I changed myself to fit their moods. I laughed when it wasn't funny. I stayed quiet when I wanted to scream. I smiled so they wouldn't leave. And slowly I disappeared. I became the version of me they wanted, and I buried the real version so deep, even I couldn't find it. I thought I was safe, but I wasn't living. I was surviving. They didn't control me with fists. They controlled me with silence, with guilt, with fear that wasn't obvious but always present. And I told myself, this is normal, because I didn't know anything else. They said things like, you're too sensitive. You always overreact. Stop imagining things. So I started doubting myself. I questioned every feeling, every instinct, every decision. And when something hurt, I blamed myself for feeling it. That's the part no one talks about. The way they make you gaslight your own soul, the way you become your own prison, and the worst part, you carry it with you, to work, to relationships, to moments that should be peaceful. It doesn't end when they leave. It echoes, because it's no longer them. It's you, repeating their voice in your own head. They're gone, but their mindset still whispers inside you, until one day you start to notice. You hear your thoughts and realize, these aren't mine. These are theirs, their judgments, their labels, their fears. And then something changes. You stop accepting pain as love. You stop apologizing for your existence. You stop shrinking. And for the first time, you begin to grow. It's not fast. It's not easy. Some days you'll want to go back because broken feels familiar. But every time you choose yourself, you get closer to who you were before they shaped you. You cry, you rage, you write, you forgive, not for them, but for your freedom. And you start saying things like, no, I'm not too much. I'm just not for everyone. No, I'm not difficult. I have boundaries now. No, I'm not broken. I'm healing. They left no bruises, just mindsets. But I'm unlearning them, one thought at a time, and I'm finally starting to believe that I was never the problem. I was just someone who loved too much, trusted too quickly, and didn't know that silence could be violence too. But now I know, and I won't go back, because I am more than what they left behind. I am what I choose to become next.